Imagine this. You're staring at your phone at 2 a.m., heart pounding like a drum in your chest. Artist palette. That one text from her. The one that rips everything apart. Says it's over, like your soul's never locked eyes across lifetimes. Artist palette. But deep down you know it's more. It's denial. Pure, gut-wrenching denial of the twin flame fire you both felt burning. Artist palette. What if I told you this agony isn't the end? It's the spark of something wilder. Artist palette. Hey, if you're feeling that soul crush right now, smash that like button and subscribe. Let's turn this pain into power together. Artist palette. Welcome to the raw truth behind the pain of twin flame denial. Leads to this awakening. Straight from Carl Jung's playbook on the wild ride of the human soul. Picture twin flames not as some fairy tale romance, but as two halves of the same ancient spark, agreeing before you're even born to crash into each other's lives. Artist palette. Why? To shake you awake, to force you to face the stuff you've buried deep. That electric pull, the I knew you forever vibe, it's real. Jung called it synchronicity, those whoa moments where the universe winks at you, like bumping into her at that exact coffee shop when you needed her most. Artist palette. But denial? That's when she or he slams the door on it all. Not out of hate, but fear. Fear of the mirror you hold up, showing cracks in their armor they can't face. And you? You're left in the wreckage, chest hollow, wondering if it was all smoke. Spoiler from Jung, it wasn't. This denial hits like a storm because it's breaking a soul pact. Your higher self planned this collision for growth, not just butterflies. Jung saw it in his own life. Huge losses that looked like failures but carved him into a legend. That emptiness you're feeling? It's not loss. It's space being cleared for an upgrade. A massive awakening where you stop chasing and start owning your light. We're talking intuition that cuts through BS, dreams that map your future, and a quiet strength that draws people to you like moths to a flame. But hold up. Before you think it's all sunshine, let's get real about the dark nights first. Because surviving denial means walking through the fire, and Jung mapped exactly how. Take Alex, a guy I heard from last week. Met his twin flame at a random concert, fireworks everywhere. Weeks later, ghosted. He spent months replaying every laugh, every touch, convinced he was crazy. But one night, staring at the stars, a weird calm hit. That's when the shift started. What if the deeper you dive into this pain, the more you uncover that denial isn't her rejecting you. It's the universe rejecting her old story, forcing you both to level up. But how does that chaos even play out day to day? Stick around. Next, we crack open what twin flames really are, and why denial feels like losing half your soul. Yeah, that twist hits hard. Diving into the pain of denial isn't about blame. It's the universe hitting reset on outdated stories, pushing you toward a level up that feels brutal, but builds unbreakable strength. Artist palette. And the chaos? It starts with understanding the bond itself. Why does losing a twin flame feel like half your soul vanished? Let's unpack that right now, because knowing this changes everything. Artist palette. Close your eyes for a sec. Remember that first glance, the one where time froze, and you swore you'd known them in another life? Not butterflies. A full-on soul quake. That's twin flames whispering. We're back to finish what we started. But what if I said this bond was sealed way before you took your first breath? Buckle up. This truth will make your heart ache in the best way. Artist palette. Alright, let's break it down simple. Twin flames aren't your run-of-the-mill soulmates. No Hallmark card vibes here. They're like two pieces of the same cosmic puzzle, split from one source before you even hit this wild planet. Picture this, your souls hanging out in the ether, high-fiving over a game plan. Hey, let's dive into Earth life and shake each other awake. Push the buttons no one else can reach. Grow through the fire. Boom, contract signed in starlight. Artist palette. Fast forward to now. You meet and it's instant. That holy crap, it's you rush? Jung nailed it as synchronicity. Those eerie coincidences that scream, this ain't random. Like your favorite song blasting on the radio right when you're thinking of them, or a dream that plays out IRL the next day. It's the universe playing matchmaker, syncing your paths because you agreed to it eons ago. Artist palette. But here's the real juice. This bond isn't for easy love. It's boot camp for your spirit. Twin flames mirror your deepest stuff, the shiny wins and the buried junk. They call out your fears, amp up your joys, force you to evolve. Jung would have said it's the psyche's way of integrating your whole self, light and shadow dancing together. Without that pre-birth pact, you'd coast through life half asleep. With it, you're lit up but vulnerable. That's why denial stings like hell. It's one flame snuffing the shared glow, leaving you flickering alone. Not forever though. Artist palette. Jung taught us these splits aren't accidents. They're plot twists in your hero's journey. Your soul chose this setup to build resilience, not just romance. And when denial drops, it's not goodbye, it's get ready to solo shine. We're talking a bond so deep, it echoes across lifetimes, pulling you toward wholeness even in the mess. But wait, knowing the why behind the bond is step 1. Step 2? Facing how denial warps your world, turning that echo into a roar you can't ignore. Think of Sarah, ordinary office gig, until she locks eyes with Jake at a bookstore. Books tumble, laughs erupt, and suddenly her life's a highlight reel of meant-to-be signs. Shared scars from childhood, dreams syncing up. It felt eternal. Then poof, denial. He bails, calling it too intense. She felt gutted, like half her light dimmed. But tracing it back? That pre-birth vibe explained the pull. And why the pain was her cue to burn solo. Artist palette. So if twin flames are this epic pre-birth team-up, why does denial feel like betrayal instead of a breakthrough? And what if the first wave of that pain isn't grief? It's a wake-up call disguised as total confusion. Hang tight. Next, we dive into that soul-shredding hurt, and how Jung saw it as the secret sauce to your rebirth. Oof, that betrayal sting from denial? It's not just a breakup. It's your soul screaming because that pre-birth team-up got ghosted mid-mission. Artist palette. And yeah, the first wave hits like Confusion City, a sneaky wake-up call dressed in fog. But Jung? He flipped the script. This hurt is the secret sauce, brewing a rebirth that'll make you unstoppable. Artist palette. Let's lean into the ache now. 'Cause naming it steals its power. Picture waking up one day, coffee in hand, staring at your reflection like a stranger. The world spins on, but you're adrift, heart heavy, like you've lost the map to your own damn life. Artist palette. That's twin flame denial in full swing, whispering. Was it real, or did I dream it all? If that gut punch sounds familiar, you're not broken. You're on the edge of something epic. But damn, it hurts first. Artist palette. Let's get raw here. The deep pain of denial isn't your standard heartbreak with ice cream and sad playlists. Nah, it's existential whiplash. 1 minute, you're synced up with your twin flame, laughs that echo souls, touches that spark stars. Next, radio silence. Artist palette. They deny the pull, chalk it up to just a phase or bolt from the intensity. And you're left hollowed out, like someone yanked the plug on your inner glow. Jung called this the dark night of the soul. That bone-deep lost feeling where doubt creeps in like fog. Was I crazy? Did I imagine the magic? Every room feels too big, every joy too fake. Artist palette. It's not just missing them, it's mourning the future you two blueprint before birth. That shared path? Poof, erased. Now you're wandering solo, questioning your sanity, your choices, hell, your whole vibe. Why so brutal? 'Cause twin flames aren't casual. They're mirrors, reflecting your buried stuff. The fears you dodge, the dreams you half believe. When they deny, it's like they shatter the glass, and you're left picking up shards that cut deep. Constant what-ifs, nostalgia that hits like a freight train at 3 a.m. A nagging emptiness no Netflix binge fills. Artist palette. Jung dug into this in his shadow work. That hidden side of you denial drags into the light. Suddenly, you're face to face with insecurities you thought were tamed. Am I enough alone? It taunts. Physically? Sleepless nights, appetite gone, that chest-tight ache like grief's evil twin. Emotionally? Waves of anger at them, then yourself, then the universe for the cruel joke. But here's the lifeline. This lost in your life fog is temporary. It's your psyche's way of clearing space, forcing you to rebuild stronger. Artist palette. Jung lost his mentor Freud in a soul-shaking split, felt abandoned, unmoored. But that denial? It birthed his genius, turning pain into profound insights on the unconscious. Yours can too. Lean into the hurt, journal the chaos, walk in nature, breathe through the tears. 'Cause on the flip side of this void, wholeness. A you that's not half of us, but fully lit on your own. No more chasing validation, it's baked in. But hold on. 'Cause this pain doesn't just fade. It morphs, kicking off inner chaos that Jung mapped like a treasure hunt. And trust me, the rebirth waiting? It's worth every tear. Remember Mia? Locked in with her twin flame for months, synced dreams, electric debates that lit her up. Then denial. He calls it overwhelm, vanishes. She spiraled, quit her job impulsively, stared at walls for weeks, feeling like a ghost in her skin. Artist palette. One rainy drive, though blasting old tunes, the fog cracked. A single line from a song hit. The break is where the light gets in. That's when she saw it, not loss but launchpad. So if denial's pain is this lost soul storm, what if Jung's lens shows it's not random chaos, but a deliberate trigger for your psyche's wildest upgrade? Like, what happens when that inner turmoil flips from wrecking ball to rocket fuel? Next up, we crack open Jung's playbook, his own heartbreak story included, and reveal how denial sparks the rebirth you didn't see coming. Boom! Jung's lens turns that wrecking ball chaos into rocket fuel, proving denial's storm isn't random. It's a deliberate psyche hack, priming you for the wildest upgrade. Artist palette. In his own heartbreak, it's the blueprint showing how splits like this don't just scar, they rebirth legends. Let's dive into his world now. 'Cause seeing denial through Jung's eyes flips the pain from curse to compass. Artist palette. Ever wonder why the smartest minds crack under heartbreak, only to rebuild empires from the rubble? Carl Jung did, staring into his own abyss after a soul-deep betrayal that left him questioning reality itself. Artist palette. What if your twin flame denial isn't shattering you? It's shattering the cage around your true self. Get ready. This view will make you see your mess as masterpiece in the making. Okay, let's keep it real and roll up our sleeves on Jung's take. This Swiss psych wizard didn't chase fluffy feels. He mapped the mind's underground rivers, where denial like your twin flame ghosting triggers a full-on inner earthquake. Artist palette. He called it the confrontation with the unconscious. That raw chaos where your buried bits, fears, dreams, wild potentials, bubble up like lava. See, Jung believed we're all split. The shiny ego we show the world, and the shadow self, the junk drawer of unmet needs and hidden fire. Twin flame denial? It's the ultimate shove into that drawer. Your flame bails, denying the bond, and bam, your psyche revolts. Not with tantrums but tidal waves, doubts crashing in, old wounds reopening. A hunger for meaning that keeps you up at night. Artist palette. Jung said this chaos is gold in disguise, it's forcing individuation, his fancy word for becoming whole, like forging steel in hellfire. No more half-lives, you're integrating the mess to spark rebirth. Take his beef with Freud, his mentor and kinda soul contract bro. They vibed hard on the psyche's secrets, but when Jung pushed spiritual edges, dreams, myths, the collective unconscious, Freud denied it, slammed the door on their shared vision. Jung felt gutted, lost in a creative illness that nearly broke him. Visions flooded, sanity wobbled. But from that denial-born chaos, he birthed his legacy, ideas that light up souls worldwide. Artist palette. Sound familiar? Your denial's doing the same. Triggering chaos to strip illusions, reveal your core. It's messy mood swings, aha flashes amid tears, urges to reinvent everything from job to journal. But Jung's promise? Rebirth follows. You emerge not fixed but fluid, wiser, bolder, with an inner compass that points true north. No more outsourcing your glow to a flame who dimmed out. This is you owning the blaze. Chaos clears the path, denial's the detonator. And as it settles, stages kick in, turning turmoil into tools you wield like a pro. Flash to Jung's journals. Post-Freud fallout, he doodled wild mandalas in the dead of night, channeling the storm into art that healed him. One guy emailed me last month, fresh off twin flame denial. I was raging, then boom, started painting my pain. Felt like Jung's chaos party, but now, I'm clearer than ever. So Jung proves denial's chaos births rebirth. But what if that upgrade hits in waves? First is brain fog confusion that makes you doubt every step. Like, how does your daily grind glitch when the universe yanks the rug? Next, we hit stage 1. The fog rolling in thick, and the sneaky signs Jung said mean you're right on track for breakthrough. Spot on. That upgrade crashes in waves, starting with brain fog confusion where every step feels like quicksand, your daily grind glitching like a bad signal. But Jung? He called those sneaky signs proof you're primed for breakthrough, not breakdown. Welcome to stage 1. The fog of confusion. It's disorienting as hell, but it's the universe's way of saying, time to rewrite your script. Let's navigate this mist together. Artist palette. Ever had a day where the clock ticks backward, and nothing lines up? Like you're living someone else's highlight reel? That's the fog rolling in after twin flame denial, thick and sneaky, making you question if yesterday was even real. Heart racing, mind spinning. Who am I without this? If you're nodding, breathe. This fog isn't failure. It's the first crack in your old world, letting wild light seep through. Artist palette. Straight up, stage 1 hits like a glitch in the matrix. One day you're cruising on that twin flame high, sinks popping, future sparkling. Denial drops and wham, everything skews. Time warps, days drag like molasses, or blur into wait. What week is it? Jung dubbed this temporal interference. Your soul's old rhythm clashing with the new solo beat. It's not lazy vibes. It's your inner clock, wired for that pre-birth duet, now solo jamming off-key. Artist palette. You question everything. Job? Is this even mine? Friends. Do they get me anymore? Hell, your morning coffee tastes wrong, like the flavors faded. Synchronicities that once guided you? Now they're echoes, late-night texts from mutuals that stir old feels, or songs that scream them, right when you're healing. It's the universe still trying to sync, but the signals scrambled, 'cause they bailed on the pact. Doubt floods in. Was the bond BS? Am I chasing ghosts? Jung saw this as psyche's detox, purging illusions, forcing you to rebuild from scratch. Lean in with simple hacks. Track the glitches in a notebook, walk barefoot outside, let earth ground the spin. This fog tests your grip, but it's building radar, sharper instincts for what's real. You're not lost, you're leveling up, shedding the us skin for a me that roars. And as the haze thins, something weirder brews. Echoes of them lingering, not as pain, but as a haunting nudge toward deeper digs. Hit up Tom, post-denial, his calendar became enemy number 1. Meetings overlapped weirdly, dreams replayed their last fight on loop. Felt like time was trolling me, he said. Scribbling those glitches? Turned confusion into clues, spotting patterns that screamed. This is your cue to pivot. Fog lifted, fire ignited. Artist palette. Okay, so stage 1's fog has you questioning the basics. But what if those glitched echoes aren't random noise? They're ghostly vibes from your twin flame soul, still whispering across the void. Like feeling their storm in your gut. Even miles away? Next, stage 2. Facing the ghost that denial leaves behind. And how Jung said it's your secret bridge to healing. Nailed it. Those glitched echoes from stage 1? Not noise, but straight up ghostly vibes. Your twin flame soul still whispering across the miles, stirring your gut like a storm you can't outrun. Jung called this the secret bridge to healing. A lingering link that denial can't fully snap. It's freaky, yeah, but it's your cue to face the ghost head on. Welcome to stage 2. Facing the ghost, sensing the denied connection. This isn't haunting, it's homework for your heart. Artist palette. What if, in the dead quiet of night, you bolt awake, heart hammering, swearing you felt their laugh echo in your chest? Like they're right there, wrestling their own demons, but invisible. That's the ghost of denial knocking, not to torture you, but to tug you toward truths buried deep. Chills, hope, terror, all of it. If this vibe's hitting home, you're not haunted. You're haunted with purpose. Artist palette. Alright, let's unpack this eerie phase without the spooky spin. It's more like an energy tether that denial stretched thin but didn't break. Post-fog from stage 1, you start picking up signals. A random pang of their stress during your chill evening. Or a dream where you're side by side, hashing out unfinished business. Jung geeked out on this in his projection studies. Soul bonds weave psychic threads pre-birth, letting you feel their chaos even when they've slammed the door. Artist palette. It's not mind reading, it's residue. Their denial amps your radar, cause part of you still holds space for the pact. Gut twists when they're low? That's the ghost leaking through, mirroring their inner war. The fear that made him bail. Dreams get vivid too. Alternate endings where the bond thrives, or flashes of their daily grind you know without proof. Creepy? Sure. But Jung said it's a gift wrapped in grief. Forces you to detach without hate, seeing their denial as their growth glitch, not yours to fix. Artist palette. Own it, meditate on the feels, ask, what's this teaching me? Scribble the dreams. They're postcards from your shared soul vault. This stage sucks 'cause it blurs over it and still linked, but it heals by showing your whole solo. The ghost fades as you claim your side of the thread, not chasing, but channeling that energy inward. You're sensing to see yourself clearer, turning echoes into empathy. And as it quiets, buckle up, the real storm brews. A turbocharged self-dig that Jung called acceleration, flipping ghost whispers into your own thunder. Cue Lena, weeks into denial she'd jolt from sleep, tasting his anxiety like bitter coffee, miles away at his big job interview. Felt his panic in my veins, she shared. Instead of texting, she journaled it, realizing it mirrored her own stalled dreams. Artist palette. Ghost-faced? It freed her to chase hers fierce and free. So stage 2's ghost bridges the gap, but what if facing it unleashes a full-on personal hurricane? Crises piling up, forcing growth at warp speed? Like your whole world's flipping to reveal the badass beneath? Next, stage 3. The storm of self-discovery, where Jung's forced individuation turns pain into your superpower launch. Hell yeah, facing that stage 2 ghost doesn't just whisper. It unleashes the hurricane, crises stacking like thunderclouds, flipping your world to unearth the badass you always suspected was there. Jung's forced individuation? It's the warp speed engine turning this storm into your launch pad. Strap in for stage 3, the storm of self-discovery. This ain't gentle rain. It's the gale that carves canyons into mountains. But on the other side? Unmatched power. Artist palette. Imagine your life as a cozy house of cards. Steady job, solid routines, beliefs you've clung to like lifelines. Then boom. Twin flame denial blows through, toppling it all in one vicious gust. Career doubts scream. Old values crack, and suddenly you're raw, exposed, questioning everything. Terrifying? Absolutely. But what if this storm isn't wrecking you? It's stripping away the fake to reveal the force of nature underneath. Lean in. Your breakthrough's brewing in the wind. Artist palette. Welcome to the Eye of the Beast, Stage 3, where denial ignites accelerated growth, Jung style. Forget slow burn therapy. This is forced individuation on steroids. Your psyche, pissed at the broken bond, hits fast forward. All the work you'd spread over years? Crammed into months of holy hell intensity. Shadow work kicks off hard. That's Jung's term for staring down your dark side. The jealous streak, the abandonment fears, the I'm not enough lies you hid from your flame. Artist palette. Now, they flood out. Rage at small stuff, tears over buried traumas, urges to torture 9 to 5 'cause it feels like chains. Beliefs flip overnight. Religion, love, purpose? Questioned, shattered, rebuilt fiercer. One day you're people-pleasing. Next, you're setting boundaries like a boss. Physically? Energy surges or crashes. Wild workouts, midnight epiphanies, a body buzzing like it's shedding old skin. Artist palette. Jung nailed it. This storms the universe's tough love saying, no flame? No problem, grow solo and grow huge. It's painful AF, crises overlap, leaving you gasping. Can I handle this? But hell yes. Each bolt lights up insights. That job was a cage. This wound was mine all along. Emerging strengths? Laser focus, empathy on fire, creativity exploding. Journal the chaos. Talk it out with a trusted ear. Move your body to shake loose the static. Artist palette. This acceleration isn't punishment, it's promotion. Your soul's pre-birth plan had backups. If partnership flops, solo mode amps to 11. You're not just surviving denial. You're alchemizing it, turning lead heart into gold core. The storm howls loudest before dawn, forging a you that's integrated, unbreakable, light and shadow in sync. And as the winds die down, get this. The real magic drops. Gifts you didn't earn, but unlocked, like keys to doors you never saw. Meet Riley, mid-30s, comfy in her tech role, until twin flame denial hit. Boom. Quit notice drafted in a fury. Therapy dives into childhood crap she'd dodged, and poof, started a side hustle coaching heartbreak survivors. Artist palette. Felt like drowning, she messaged. But now? I'm the lifeguard. Storm saved me. So stage 3 storm forges your core, but what if the thunder clears to unveil superpowers? Intuitions that predict paths, dreams that guide like GPS? Like denial didn't steal your light. It installed spotlights everywhere? Artist palette. Next, stage 4. The awakening, where Jung's oracular function hands you the reins to a wiser, wilder world. Damn right. Stage 3's thunder doesn't just clear. It parts the clouds to drop superpowers you didn't audition for, like intuitions mapping hidden roads and dreams dropping GPS pins on your destiny. Denial? It didn't dim your light. It swapped the bulb for a floodlight, beaming on gifts Jung dubbed the oracular function. You're not just surviving now. You're seeing the game board. Let's unlock this awakening in stage 4, where the real magic ignites. Artist palette. What if, after the storm's roar fades, you wake up knowing, gut-deep certainty about a friend's unspoken heartbreak, or a dream that sketches your next big move like a storyboard? That's the awakening whispering. You've leveled up, kid. No capes, just chills down your spine, clarity that turns what now into watch this. If you've tasted that spark amid the wreckage, congrats. You're not broken. You're blooming into a beacon. Artist palette. Boom. Welcome to stage 4. The awakening, the payoff where twin flame denial's grind unlocks hidden gifts, Jung's oracular function, cranking your inner compass to God mode. This ain't woo-woo fluff. It's your psyche's upgrade after the chaos, handing you tools to navigate life like a pro. First up, intuition on steroids. Post-storm, hunches hit like lightning, spotting BS in small talk, sensing when someone's soul-deep stuck, or dodging drama before it drops. Jung geeked on this as peering into the collective unconscious, that shared human wisdom pool, where patterns pop clear as day. Artist palette. Dreams. They shift from random replays to prophetic previews. Vivid scenes of paths untaken, warnings wrapped in symbols, or nudges toward peeps who need your vibe. You're not guessing. You're glimpsing timelines, feeling the pull of what could be like a sixth sense. And the kicker? Magnetism. Folks start orbiting you. Strangers spilling twin flame tales at coffee shops. Old pals circling back for your take on their mess. Why? 'Cause you've walked the fire. Your words land like lifelines, turning your pain into their map. Artist palette. Jung called folks like this wounded healers. Scarred but shining, guiding without preaching. This awakening's subtle at first, a quiet aha during a walk, or words tumbling out in convos that wow even you. Nurture it, trust the pings, jot the visions, share when it feels right. No forcing, it's organic, denial's cosmic consolation prize. You're not replacing the flame. You're fanning your own inferno, illuminating shadows for the squad. The gifts keep unfolding, weaving you into a bigger story. Less lone wolf, more pack leader with soul X-ray vision. But here's the full circle flex. Integrating it all seals the deal, turning solo spark into world-changing blaze. Shout out to Kai, post-denial storm. He dreamed his ex's regret in pixel-perfect detail, then nailed a job interview hunch that landed his dream gig. Felt like cheating at life, he laughed. Now, he's the go-to for buddies' crises, dropping truths that stick. Awakening? Unlocked and loaded. Artist palette. So stage 4 hands you the keys to this wiser wild, but what if embracing it all? Pain, storm, gifts, reveals your true mission. Not just healing, but lighting paths for the lost? Like denial was the plot twist prepping you to rise as the guide? Wrap it up next. The big close on owning your flame, and why you're built for this glow-up. Truth bomb. Stage 4's keys aren't just for you. Embracing the pain, storm, and gifts spotlights your mission. Healing solo to guide the lost, turning denial's plot twist into your rise as the unflinching light. You're not the side character anymore. You're the damn hero. Let's seal this journey with fire in your veins. Close your eyes one last time. Feel that flicker in your chest. Not the old ache, but a steady roar. The flame they denied now blazing solo, wild and warm. You've walked the abyss. Twin flame denial be damned. What if this isn't the end of your story? It's the epic opener to owning your glow. Rise with me. The world's waiting for your spark. Here's the full glow up, straight from Jung's soul. That brutal pain of denial? It was never punishment. It was your pre-birth plot twist, carving you into the wounded healer he championed. Scarred by the split, but shining brighter, integrating shadows into strength. You fogged through confusion, ghosted with echoes, stormed self-discovery, and awakened gifts that magnetize miracles. Artist palette. No more half-lit waiting. Your whole intuitive, a beacon for every soul scraping the dark. Your story? It's rocket fuel for them. Share the raw winds that I made it scars. Jung rose from his own denial wreckage to map minds. You're next, flipping heartbreak into hope for the tribe. Embrace this new flame. Yours alone, eternal, illuminating paths you once feared. The universe didn't break you, it built a legend. Own it. Burn bold. If this hit your core, drop I rise in the comments. Let's build this crew. Smash subscribe for more Jung-fueled fire, like if you're claiming your flame. And grab my free Shadow to Spark workbook in the description. You've got the light. Now light up the world. See you shining.